Hello everybody and welcome back to your next lesson on the private reading project. This is lesson 2 for the bronze level of the project, so just double check and make sure that this is the right level for you, and remember that you must stick with the same level that you picked last lesson. Just to give you a reminder of the plan then, last lesson we discussed beginning our projects and how to get started, so you decided how you were going to make your poster, what app or what program you were going to use, and we talked a little bit about how to get going with that. Today we're going to be talking about the main body of your project. Lesson 3 will be discussing finishing off and how to round things up, and lesson 4 will be talking about how you can take pride in your work and make sure that you've checked it all against the success criteria. So what is bronze level then? Just to make sure that we're all clear that we know what we're doing. You're only making a poster for bronze level. You need to focus on the short stories or the 3 novels that you've read. You must make sure that you include a note about the cover of the book or the books, the title, the author, and the blurb of the texts. You need to make sure that you have a personal response to each one of the texts that you've read. And you should also include a detailed explanation of which text was your favourite one and why. So, today's checklist for our posters. Today we're going to be focusing on pictures of the covers, making sure we've discussed the title and author, and also thinking about writing some blurbs for the texts. We're only focusing on these parts of the poster during this lesson, and we'll make sure that we do the other parts of the poster in the next lesson. So to give you a more detailed idea of what we're looking for then, today you should make sure that you've done the following things. So added a title and author for each text on your poster, included pictures of the covers, or if you can't find pictures of the covers, then a picture that you think fits the story, and then also included a blurb for each text that you have written yourself. So I don't want you to copy and paste the blurb that's already been used for the book if you can find it online. What I'd like you to do is write the blurb for each one of the books yourself. So those blurbs should include the name of the main character, a problem that the character faces or a situation that they get themselves involved in, and a small teaser about the events of the story, but one that shouldn't give away the ending. So here is a little bit of a frame to help you if you're not sure how to get started. So you need to tell us what the title of the book is, and then you might say something like, the title of the book follows the adventures of, and then you would name the main character. After that you might say something like, who gets into a crazy situation when, or who finds their life changed forever when. And at that point you would include a short summary of the story without giving away how the story ends. You should include a blurb for each book that you've read, and you should aim for each of the blurbs to be roughly 150 words long. And where you're going to complete this work today is on whichever platform you decided last lesson was where you would like to begin your poster. So you might have decided that you would like to use the Book Creator app, you might have decided that you wanted to do it on Word, or perhaps even that you just wanted to do it on a blank piece of paper. But wherever you're completing the final draft of your poster, that's where you should include these blurbs and everything else that's on the checklist for today. So just a reminder then of the example plan from last lesson. You should have made one of these during the last lesson, so you shouldn't be worrying about where things are going to go on your final poster, because you should have planned out exactly where everything is going to be. So as part of today's lesson, we're focusing specifically on the cover images, the title, author, and the blurbs that you've written for each one of the stories. And then we've got a few additional things there as well, which you can add in extra pictures to make your poster look really brilliant. And next lesson we're going to be focusing on the personal response and a note about which text was your favourite one and why. Well done, that's the end of the lesson. So just remember to speak to your teacher if you need help with anything that we've covered in today's lesson.